Quadri Yusuf Alabai, a young man from the bustling Lagos streets, never sought fame. He was simply a young Nigerian with hope in his heart. When Peter Obi, the Labour Party candidate, drove through his neighborhood, Quadri's enthusiasm overflowed. He stood before the convoy, a picture of youthful zeal. This moment, captured in photographs, would change his life. Little did he know, it would be a prelude to a nightmare. Quadri's newfound recognition brought unwanted attention. Local thugs, accustomed to extorting the vulnerable, saw an opportunity. They demanded a share of the goodwill he received, threatening him and his family. When their demands were not met, they plotted their revenge. One evening, as Quadri walked home, two thugs, Leje and Baba Waris, accosted him. They dragged him to the Amukoko Divisional Police Headquarters, accusing him of involvement in a street fight. The police, instead of investigating, saw a chance to exploit the situation. The thugs' initial accusations escalated. Quadri, a young man with dreams, was now an armed robber. The police, it seemed, were more interested in appeasing local thugs and fabricating charges than seeking justice. They threw him into a cell, his pleas for fairness echoing unheard in the cold, unforgiving darkness. Kirikiri Medium Security Custodial Center. The name alone sent shivers down the spines of even the most hardened criminals. This was where Quadri found himself, stripped of his freedom and dignity. Accused of a crime he didn't commit, he was thrown into a world where justice was a foreign word. The air hung heavy with despair, a suffocating blend of sweat, urine, and fear. Each day was a battle for survival. Food was scarce, water even more so. The guards, jaded and uncaring, treated the inmates with contempt. The stench of human waste permeated everything. Unable to pay the marshal, a powerful inmate who controlled the prison's hierarchy, Quadri was forced to clean the overflowing latrines. His hands, once raised in hope, now scrubbed at filth, a constant reminder of his degradation. The days bled into weeks, weeks into months. Sleep offered little respite, haunted by nightmares of his arrest and the faces of his accusers. He thought of his family, their faces etched with worry, their hopes dwindling with each passing day. Despair threatened to consume him, to extinguish the last embers of his spirit. News of Quadri's plight eventually reached the ears of Hassana Nuruddin, a beacon of hope for the unjustly imprisoned. As the co-founder of Ray of Hope Prison Outreach, Hassana had dedicated her life to fighting for those forgotten by the system. She saw in Quadri's story a familiar echo of injustice, and knew she had to act. Working tirelessly, Hassana brought Quadri's case to the attention of Inibehe Efyong, a human rights lawyer known for his unwavering commitment to justice. Inibehe, outraged by the blatant abuse of power, took on Quadri's case without hesitation. He knew the fight would be long and arduous, but he was determined to see Quadri free. Word spread. Newspapers picked up the story, the image of the hopeful young man juxtaposed with the grim reality of his imprisonment sparking public outrage. Social media became a platform for solidarity, the hashtag #FreeQuadri echoing across the digital sphere. The authorities, faced with mounting pressure, were forced to take notice. The wheels of justice, often slow to turn, finally began to move. The Lagos State Director of Public Prosecutions, Dr. Babajide Martins, after reviewing the fabricated case, found no evidence to support the charges. Magistrate Ayo Olorunfemi, presented with the DPP's findings, had no choice but to discharge Quadri. On April 17, 2025, after months of wrongful imprisonment, Quadri walked free, but his ordeal left an indelible mark. The trauma of his experience, the stench of the prison, the weight of injustice, continued to haunt him. His lawyer, Inibehe Efyong, demanded accountability. He called for the dismissal and prosecution of the corrupt police officers, a public apology from the Nigeria police force, and 100 million naira in compensation for Quadri's ordeal. Quadri's story, though harrowing, is a testament to the power of hope, the importance of speaking truth to power. It's a reminder that even in the darkest corners of injustice, a single voice, amplified by the chorus of many, can shatter the silence and illuminate the path to freedom. While Quadri's fight for justice continues, his story serves as a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit, when fueled by courage and compassion, can triumph over adversity.